It is garden time! The garden's been such a big project here in the house. Let me fill you in. I've really showed anything of the garden. So when we moved in, well, maybe I should talk about how we moved in first, because that was a bit of a drama. The guy we bought from was tricky, the whole buying process. But when we arrived here on the day we moved in, the guy was still here with lots of his stuff. And he had like no urgency on getting everything cleared when we showed up with our removal van. And yeah, that was interesting. I literally single-handedly cleared all the rooms one by one, put the stuff outside so we could put our stuff in. But the garden was a huge mess. The garage even worse. There was chock-a-block with stuff, building materials and just stuff. And the guy actually ended up having to come back a few times to clear all of that. But the garden was a mega mess. We didn't want to pay for the outbuildings that were there. There was a summer house, 2 sheds and a greenhouse. But as we already had to pay more than the house was worth to purchase the house, we didn't want to pay for any of the outbuildings. And the guy just took that as in, they don't want it, I'm gonna get rid of it. Or as in, smash it up and leave all the bits in the garden. So when we moved in, as you can see, it just was such a mess. And the previous owner, he wanted to take the greenhouse with him. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Come back and do it. But yeah, that took him another 3 days, I think, to get out of the ground. Once the guy was done with the greenhouse, he said, I think this is enough now. We'll clear the rest ourselves. We had a few trips to the dump to get rid of everything. And then the project garden was about to start. There were some massive spiky bushes. They're called hawthorn, can't pronounce it correctly. Meidoorn in Dutch. Massive bushes with really big prickles in the middle of the garden. And of course we had little Kiki running around and Kermit. We don't want the big spiky bushes in the middle of the garden. So it had to go. That took a while. There was a lot of other plants. I needed trimming, trees that were getting too big. I think at one point this was a beautiful garden. Hearing what the neighbors have to say about the garden, the original owners or the parents of the guy we bought from were really into gardening, and it was a beautiful garden. But then I think 10 years no work had been done, so it was very overgrown. So we trimmed loads of it back, sort of got it in a state what we like, and then it was time to do some fun stuff. When we moved into the house, it was only 3 months after we lost my mum. And one of the first things we wanted to do is clear a little bit of the garden and plant the flowers that she absolutely loved. We called this the Oma garden. Oma is Dutch for grandma. And we planted poppies and cornflowers and wildflowers, which are my mum's favourite flowers, but also my favourite flowers. I don't know if they became my favourite flowers because they were my mum's, but I love cornflowers. And poppies really grew on me. I love poppies now. So we cleared a bit of the garden, Kiki and I planted the seeds. And a few months later, it just looked absolutely beautiful. We liked it so much having the wildflowers there that this year we made that patch even bigger. And I'm now waiting for the little seedlings to pop up. But hopefully in a month's time it will be a beautiful wildflower haven. Another thing I really want to do is grow more fruit and vegetables. And we had certain spots in the garden we put them in. But I also thought it might be nice to do like a planter, a little raised bed where we can do some veggies in, and also a little bed for Kiki, just for her, with some sunflowers and strawberries. The easiest way to build a planter is by using concrete bricks. And I got these off Facebook Marketplace for free, and let me show you how easy it is to make a planter.
plants? Why don't you show them?
Dig a hole.
The hole. Plant is out. What do we do now?
Put it in.
Are we being very gentle?
Yeah.
And then what you do?
Tuck it in.
Tuck it in, like it's going to sleep.
Yeah.
And what do we need to do then?
We are done.
We need to give it lots of water.
Yeah, and now we're gonna do the sunflowers.
Oh, I'm gonna do the sunflowers.
I did end up moving the planter this year because after I built the planter we put the swing down and I thought the swing maybe is a little bit too close to the concrete bricks, so I moved the planter to the other side of the garden and this is how it looks at the moment. This is only the start of the big garden project because the swing got put in as well. That's one of the things we promised Kiki when we moved house. She's gonna get a swing when we have the bigger garden. Then I built her a little ice cream shop as well. And this year I built 2 new terraces, but that all has to wait for another video. I really hope you're gonna join me on this little journey of my garden. So please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you're not gonna miss out of any of my future videos. I really hope to see you soon.